Hi, this is Terry Gunn. Let's talk a little bit about some planning today. It was around 2 o'clock a.m. The atmosphere was so tense you could almost cut it with a knife. Everyone was awake and listening intently. We knew that the rear end in our bus was screaming. It had been doing so for a couple of hours now. It was just about to die. We were going to be stranded somewhere in Texas for who knew how long. And then it happened. With one loud moan, the pitch of the screaming rear end changed, and the power of the engine was greatly reduced, and we all knew that we were going to slow down gradually and finally come to a stop for a long while. Ted was in the passenger seat and I was driving. We looked at each other in silence and both of us were grinning from ear to ear. It was finally over. No more wondering how much longer, when would it end, where would we wind up, what next? In that instant, the unknown vanished, and suddenly we had a plan. We immediately knew what we had to do. We had to find parts and repair the bus. We coasted down the highway ramp and miraculously into an RV parking space, hooked up the electricity, and went to sleep. We called my brother to come and change the rear end, and after a few days, we were on our way again. What a difference 1 second can make. The fear of the unknown is one of the worst fears. Not knowing what's coming, not knowing what to do, can be paralyzing. This affects us mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, and every other way possible. We've always been told not to say it can't get any worse, because it probably can. But there really will come a time in every situation when it won't get any worse than it is. And when you realize that you've reached that point, then you can start rebuilding. In this troubled economy, I've watched so many who have lost everything. For those without a plan, it was a devastating time. Adults that are usually in control have wandered seemingly out of control for weeks and even months at a time. No plans, no goals, no direction, and no future. So it seemed. But when apprehension is replaced by a plan, there's hope. There's direction. The future looks brighter. The whole world is a better place. It may be plan B or even plan C, but a plan of any kind is so vitally important in times of distress. For those who had a contingency plan in place, the loss was just an inconvenient bump in the road that had to be negotiated carefully. You can live on much less than you think. You can live in a smaller home than you wish. You can drive a smaller car than you would like. You can make the necessary adjustments and keep going. Stressful times come to all of us, but don't let them stop you. They may slow you down for a while, but keep your eyes on your ultimate goal. Illness, injuries, situations of many kinds are going to plague us all. That's life. Have a plan in place for each area in your life. And when the dust settles, when the chaos subsides, you can shake it off. Get up and say, okay, it's all behind me. Here's what I have left. I know what I have to build on, and I know what to do next. Now I have a plan. It's no different in your internet marketing business. Without a plan, you'll try a little PPC, and then a little video marketing, and then article marketing. Someone else will say, Google AdSense is where you really are going to make some money. And then something else comes along. And you try that until you hear someone telling you to build a list, because that's what will really get the job done. If you're not really careful, you'll have so many irons in the fire, and your ducks will be so scattered that you really don't get good at any of it. You can't be successful that way. You have to settle in on something. I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to me, because I did exactly the same thing. You aren't going to be a pro at everything, but whatever you do, you need to do it well. Start with learning to build your own website. Go to scatteredducks.com. Get good at it. You'll make a lot of money as a result. If you've enjoyed this training and want to learn some more from Terry Gunn, just visit the site listed below and get started.